I would say that our concern about this outbreak is pretty high. This is Bundibugyo, which is a Ebola strain that we have only a couple of outbreaks have occurred historically, so we have less experience with this strain, but I think we are concerned that it will behave like the Ebola that we know well. It's occurring in an environment that proved really, really challenging in 2018, 2019, when we had a vaccine already ready and were able to deploy that. Number of vaccines in early development. The security situation there was challenging, and even though we had a vaccine in 2018, that outbreak, as you know, lasted almost 2 years. So the potential for this to be a very challenging outbreak is very real. We've reached out across our networks. We understand there are a number of Bundibugyo vaccines that are in early preclinical development. They would need to be accelerated, and we're considering how to do that if the decision to proceed is made. Only a couple of outbreaks have occurred historically, so we have less experience with this strain. The Bundibugyo outbreak, simply points to the fact that these are ever-present threats. We need to invest in preparedness. We need to develop systemic capabilities to be able to respond rapidly to threats or even new threats wherever they emerge, and to do so aggressively before they spread. The threats or even new threats wherever they emerge, and to do so aggressively. I think both the hantavirus outbreak and the current Bundibugyo outbreak speak to the reality of infectious disease threats and the way that they can be very unpredictable, spread rapidly. I mean, the Hanta outbreak, we think, is controllable without having to develop a new vaccine. But it does speak to how climate change can lead to increased disease transmission, increased zoonotic transmission. The fact that it occurred on a cruise ship, talks to how quickly viruses can spread globally, and how they can take advantage of, particular settings like a cruise ship environment to perhaps spread even more rapidly.